the UFC, the Pac-12 and Big Ten championships, the World Series, the NFC Championship, the Daytona 500, the U.S. Open Championship, and the FIFA Women's World Cup. The world's biggest events are on Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports!
Hey, welcome to Minneapolis, Minnesota for the 85th Major League Baseball All-Star Game. I'm inside the American League clubhouse, and look who you get to see. You got Triple Crown winner Miguel Cabrera right here. Yeah, that's you. You go over here on this side, you got the kid, Mike Trout. Not even 23, this guy. He's about to play in his third All-Star game, might be one of the best to ever play this game. And then over here in the corner by his former teammate, Robinson Cano, you got the captain, Derek Jeter, 14th and...
Enough stuff. We got a game to play, bro.
Okay, here we go. All-Star game starts now on Fox.
Welcome to the show, the big time. There are billions of stars in the universe. There are just 70 stars on this one night. One evening each summer, they all make the journey. They are the royalty of their time, and this is their passion. At the peak of their profession, they think right, they look right, they play right. You want stats? All roll big numbers. Pitching, hitting, loving the glove. Filled with pride, escape the ordinary. Enjoy the extraordinary. The gifted on a diamond, lush and green. Beneath the lights, before the eyes of millions. This is the show. Stars in the company of an icon.
Target Field in Minneapolis, normally the home to the Twins, tonight the home to baseball's greatest players, the MLB All-Star pregame show on Fox, and it's sponsored by Chevrolet. The main concourse in right field by our set at Target Field. They are fired up to see the 2014 All-Star Game right here on Fox. Come on in. There you go. Good to see you. Look at the cast I have with me. It's Frank Thomas, the Hall of Famer. It's Gabe Kapler, and I am Kevin Burkhardt. We've got the All-Star Game, all kinds of fired up for it as well. Frank, you played in these games before. Why is it so special?
It's a magical night. The best of the best are here. You want to be at your best because the world is watching. It gets no better than that for a player.
Yeah, there's so many reasons to love this game, but for me, it's what's at stake. Josh Donaldson is going to be rooting for Miguel Cabrera and vice versa. For the first time, they are genuinely going to be on each other's side, pulling the rope in the same direction. It doesn't get better than tonight.
One of the brightest stars tonight is a guy who's only 22 years old. He's on the field right now with Aaron Andrews. It's Mike Trout, EA.
Hi, Kevin. Yeah, at 22 years old, and you were joking with our crew yesterday, I feel like an old vet, your third straight time at an All-Star Game. You're not an old vet yet, but what will be different your third time here at the All-Star Game versus the last two?
Yeah, I was very fortunate to see Mariano go last year, and now Jeter tonight. It's going to be something special. We're going to have a great crowd here in Minnesota, and I'm looking forward to it.
And your first year, I interviewed you, and you were saying goodbye to Chipper. It was Chipper's last year, yeah. So speaking of Derek Jeter, saying goodbye at the All-Star Game for the final time, what are you going to take from being on the field with him for the very last time?
I'm just trying to enjoy every moment of it, and it's very special for me, for teammates, and just being a part of it's awesome.
All right, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. All right, Kevin, back over to you.
Aaron, thanks. We'll see you a little bit later in the broadcast. Over the past 20 seasons, Derek Jeter has etched his way into our conscious with breathtaking plays and unbelievable class. Some of Jeter's biggest fans in the sports entertainment world paying tribute now to the captain.
Derek Jeter is baseball in the purest sense of the word.
It means to baseball, you know, what Michael Jordan meant to basketball.
What's all good about the game?
Class, leadership, righteousness, a whole lot of good things, man.
Just an iconic figure. He transcends baseball.
He's just one of those perfect persons.
It doesn't matter what state you're from. It doesn't matter what country you're from. You all root for the captain.
Number 2, Derek Jeter.
You can make it in this city. You can make it anywhere. He made it look easy.
Jeter with one of the most unbelievable plays you will ever see.
Going from shortstop to the first base line and catching it and throwing it backhand to the catcher for the tag.
When he dove headfirst into the stands to catch that foul ball.
Oh, what a play by Derek Jeter!
I thought, my God, he's going to kill himself.
My favorite moment.
3,000 with an exclamation point!
And as Derek comes around second base, he did something he never does on a baseball field. He smiled.
He is a hero of mine, even though he's younger than me.
He's going to stay with us just like the great ones have generations ahead of him.
You've been everything we ever hoped for. Good luck to you. There'll never be another one like Derek Jeter.
Still to come, we've got Derek Jeter, Cabrera, Trout, starting lineup for the American and the National League. Plus, a special performance from Tony Award winner Idina Menzel. You know her, of course, from the movie Frozen. And our Harold Reynolds goes one-on-one with the man of the hour who tells us why tonight's game is so special. Jeter one-on-one when we come back on Fox.
Find summer, the Chevy Summer Drive. Get 0% financing for 72 months plus a total value of $4,000 on this 2014 Silverado All-Star Edition and no monthly payments until the end of summer. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Now, Arm & Hammer dials fresh all the way up to our freshest ever with Clean Sensations detergent. Boosted with baking soda plus nature-inspired scents, it gives you a brilliant clean plus a vibrant freshness that lasts. Clean Sensations. Love it or your money back.
Hey man, how do I eat this extra long barbecue cheeseburger?
Dude, it's a burger. You just eat it. Oh, I see. Do you start from the short side or the long side?
I'll go long.
All right, I'll go short.
There's no wrong way to eat the new extra long barbecue cheeseburger, and now you can get any 2 sandwiches for just $5 only at Burger King.
Retirement Solutions from New York Life can help you keep good going.
The secret then? Baking soda. Now, this little power pack. Arm & Hammer plus OxyClean Ultra Power. The power of baking soda plus OxyClean stain fighters for a whiter, brighter clean. And save up to 30% versus the leading pod. Ultra Power. Big clean. Small price.
Hey, throw me a Pepsi.
The cooler! Introducing new wild cherry and vanilla Pepsi made with real sugar.
Gotcha! Who wants a drink?
A real big summer starts with new flavors of Pepsi made with real sugar. Grab some before it gets away.
Get the Pepsi!
Tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Chevrolet. Find new roads. By Pepsi. Make this a real big summer with Pepsi. Live for now. And by T-Mobile. We get set for the All-Star game, and Felix Hernandez getting the start for the American League. He's getting down to the bullpen, getting set to get the start tonight for the American League against Adam Wainwright. All right, should be fun. We're moments away from that. Meanwhile, this will mark Derek Jeter's 14th and final All-Star appearance. Besides the championship pedigree, Jeter's also known for being private and protective. But tonight, he opens up to our own Harold Reynolds in a very candid conversation.
Derek Jeter! Oh, what a play!
One of the most unbelievable plays you will ever
came back with a story to say.
Any player that tells you that they don't want to play in an All-Star game or they could care less about an All-Star game, they're lying to you, because it's an honor and it's a privilege. I've had an opportunity to play in a few of them, and each one has been special.
Now this is your 14th, but which one stands out of the 14?
They're all different. They're special moments. I remember in '99 being in Boston, all the great players came, and I had a tap on my shoulder, and it was Hank Aaron. And Hank Aaron said, "Hey, I was looking for you. I wanted to meet you." I said, "What? What's wrong with you, man? You want to meet me? It's Hank Aaron."
40 years old, man.
I don't feel 40. I may look 40. I may move around like I'm 40, but in my head, I'm still younger.
Still looking good, man.
I still feel like a kid, man. We're playing a kid's game. That's the bottom line. And if you can't enjoy yourself and feel like a kid when you're out there playing baseball, then something's wrong with you.
Joe DiMaggio said if someone comes to see me play, I'm going to give them my best. He was kind of taking that to heart, though, right?
Yeah, I firmly believe that it doesn't take any talent to play hard. I mean, we play for 3 hours a day. You have, 4 or 5 at-bats. Why can't you play hard, man? That's just the approach that I've always had. And there's always someone's going to be better, more talented. There's no reason someone should outwork you or play harder.
You've passed so many milestones.
For 72 years, Lou Gehrig has been the Yankees' all-time hits leader. Now it's Derek Jeter. 3,000 history with an exclamation point.
You're halfway there to the finish line of the season. Are you starting to reflect?
It's very, very difficult for me to think about the end of something when I'm still in the middle of it. I try to focus on every game that we play every day and not focus on the past. That's probably not a good way to do things, but that's just the way I've been able to do it. I have a long time to reflect when the season's over with. But at the moment, I'm focusing day in and day out. I try to not allow myself to think about it.
Well, Jeter's certainly been here before, but when he's gotten here, he's been clutch. 11 hits, the most by any Yankee in All-Star game play. Just unbelievable. Now we have a little inside look for you. This is really cool. Moments ago in the American League clubhouse, manager John Farrell.
Tonight's going to be enough of a spectacle for you, but I think we've got some unique opportunity here to share this moment with you.
It's an honor. It's a privilege to be here. To the guys, the younger guys that are getting an opportunity to come to their first, enjoy it, because I can tell you firsthand that this is a fun experience. You should share it with your families, your friends. Remember it. You don't know how many of these you're going to get an opportunity to play in. More importantly, remember every time you put your uniform on, because trust me, it goes quickly.
Man, that's really cool. What a great inside look that is. You guys both played against Derek Jeter. What sets them apart?
Well, you see the warm, personal nature, both in that piece with Harold and in his clubhouse speech. There's a reason this guy earned the nickname Mr. November. It's because he stays cool, calm, and collected under pressure. But he's got his work cut out for him tonight, fellas, as the fans are going to try to draw that emotion out of him. When he's at home at Yankee Stadium and they call for a curtain call, he could wave him off. But here tonight, they are not going to let him get away with it. They probably want to see some tears.
For me, I think class, clutch, champion. I competed a lot against this guy. He's been in the biggest stage of the world his whole career for 20 years, and he's handled it flawless. I got nothing but utmost respect for Derek Jeter's career.
Frank, one thing he said to Harold there is, you would think simple, but it's not always simple. Why can't you play hard? Why can't everybody have that mantra? It seems so right.
Well, Derek had a lot of motivation in his life and his career, because in New York, championships are going to focus every year of that team, and they put him in position every year with great teammates to have a chance to win a championship every year. He set the tone. He is the captain. He's done one heck of a job his entire career.
And Frank talked about setting the tone, and that's exactly what he was doing in that clubhouse. I don't know if you looked around to the other faces, but they were hanging on Derek Jeter's every word, and I would be too. I'd be speechless to be looking up at John Farrell Carroll talking to me, and then the captain, Derek Jeter, I'd be hanging on his every word.
You know, I think the cool thing, we've seen it last year, Mariano Rivera, he takes the mound. He's the only one out there. What a way to respect him and send him off. I am really curious to see how the All-Stars send Derek Jeter off tonight, but guess what? You're going to have to tune on in and keep it tuned on throughout the night to see it on Fox. And a reminder, we stay tuned during the All-Star game. We've got a special preview of Guardians of the Galaxy. It's in theaters August 1st, so you want to stay tuned for that. The player introductions on the field at Target Field. All-Star game on Fox. We're coming back.
Moments I will never forget the moment, and the story goes on.
It's time for a joyride. Take the T-Mobile test drive. We'll give you a 4G LTE phone for 7 days. Then see how much you can download, post, and stream on the network designed Data Strong. Enjoy the power of the T-Mobile network free for 7 days. T-Mobile test drive, free for 7 days. Sign up at T-Mobile.com/test drive.
War isn't coming to Sleepy Hollow. It's been here all along.
We didn't travel for 2 centuries to die in a pine box.
They've been planning this since before the birth of our nation.
This is war.
Everyone thinks if I were in charge, the world would be a better place. This fall, Fox says, prove it. 15 total strangers will get just 1 year to build an entire society from scratch. Sound fun? Oh, it will be for everyone watching, and we'll get to see everything. Utopia, the social experiment, begins Sunday, September 7th on Fox.
The MLB All-Star Game pregame show on Fox is sponsored by Chevrolet. First, let's meet the National League All-Star team. The coaches from the Atlanta Braves, Freddie Gonzalez. And from the Pittsburgh Pirates, Clint Hurdle. And now the players. From the Arizona Diamondbacks, Miguel Montero. From the Atlanta Braves, Freddie Freeman. Craig Kimbrell. And Julio Teheran. From the Chicago Cubs, Starlin Castro. And Anthony Rizzo. From the Cincinnati Reds, Todd Frazier. Alfredo Simon. Devin Mesoraco. Johnny Cueto. And Aroldis Chapman. From the Colorado Rockies, Charlie Blackmon. From the Los Angeles Dodgers, Dee Gordon. Zach Greinke. And Clayton Kershaw. Josh Harrison. And Tony Watson.